So here's the design of the bed. It's a small double because we've only got 120 centimetres from the wall to the door frame. The main consideration with the bed, other than it being a bed, was to maximise the storage and have that storage really easily accessible. So for me, the perfect solution in this space was the Ottoman bed, where you lift up the top, the mattress, and you've got all the storage underneath. So for this I decided I would build the bed out of scaffold planks, as they're cheap, and I thought the rustic look would work really well with the white and the wood look that I'm going for in the bedroom. Then the only other thing I would need to buy would be the gas rods. This did take a little bit of research, and in the end it was a bit of guesswork, because how do you know the weight of the top of the bed before it's built? How do you know the weight of your mattress until you've picked it and decided upon it? As it worked out, I got the gas rods and they worked perfectly. Luckily for me, I've got a cousin who's been working with wood for the last few years, so he's got all the tools and all the skills. He's offered to help me build this bed, but what that really means is he'll build the bed, I'll make all the teas and the lunch. So we put the date in the diary, and that meant that I had to paint the bedroom and get the flooring in before that day. So for the floor I decided to go for the luxury vinyl click flooring, as it's hard wearing, relatively cheap and easy to lay. I didn't record this as a work project, but I do have a lot more flooring to put down, so it is a video that I will probably do in the future. So introducing my cousin Anthony, and here he is cutting the first set of boards as per the design of how they were going to fit on the corners. So here we're cutting a hole out for the water pipes to pass through. You might have noticed the water pipes on a previous shot of the flooring. And now we can see those first 6 boards in situ, and now we're planing them to get them all level.
Now do me, mate.
Yep.
Bit rocky, but one more.
You can see the very back far corner of the bed here where the hull of the boat curves in. Well, this is the point that we use as a support for that back part of the bed. As you can see here, we cut a chunk out that first board so we could have 2 boards to the full height of the bed. We then created the frame that the top of the bed would fit onto. This frame fitted nicely inside the outer frame of the bed, so once the board was fitted on top, that board would sit on the outer frame of the bed, as you can see here.
Maybe I'll come forward a smidge.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to come there.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't hit any of my other screws that are in that part, you know?
Yeah. So once the gas rods were fitted, that was Anthony's work done, and I could carry on with the rest.
There you go.
Woo woo!
Box some prostitutes in there and lock it.
Definitely create a different voiceover for that. Brilliant. And look at all that storage space. Boom. Yeah. Sweet.
Right,
nice one, mate. Woo woo!
Oh, good.
I then sanded the boards down and cut out a hand-sized recess in the centre to make it easier to lift the bed up. I then applied a white wax to the scaffold board so you could still see the grain of the wood coming through. The next job was to add ventilation to create airflow and minimise the possibility of damp. There you go, mate. So this is what I'm saying. Right. So this is that's 70 mil. That head's 70 mil. Then I could go another 70 mil there to make a 70 mil width strut, if you want to call it that, and then 70 mil and then 70 mil. So that's what I was kind of thinking. See what you think of that. So after consulting with Ant, I decided to go for a larger gap than 70mm between the holes to make sure that the board maintained its strength. After measuring and marking out the first set of holes, I started cutting them out. Hoover up as you go, and then it's on to marking out the next set of holes. Once I'd completed all the holes, I smoothed off all the rough surfaces. And now I've added all of the holes into the bed base. I'm going to cut 2 holes, one here on the end of the bed, and put that brass grate in. And I'm going to do another one along the side. So I've cut the hole now. I'm really not fussed about the uneven shape because there's a huge area for tolerance. That's going to cover all of that up, you're not going to see any of it. So I use that first of all, 7mm hole drill, and the jigsaw. Now we're going to screw that lovely clean brass plate on. And there we go, the bed's complete. I'm really pleased with it actually. I think it looks good and it functions very well. So if you've enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Please like, subscribe and leave a comment.